Hello and welcome to my video. In this video I'll be going over 5 Minecraft mods that will turn your world into a fantasy one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and let's get on with it. Mod 1. Ars Mobs. This is a Forge mod that adds 89 new mobs to the game. Most are real world creatures, however some are fictional. There's even a boss mob called the Void Worm. Many of the mobs have unique drops or items with them, following the traditional vanilla rules. Rare or endangered animals do not have drops that can be attained through deaths. Rather, they drop items when they perform a specific function. When you first join a world with this mod, you will be given a book called the Animal Dictionary. This is a very basic guide and documentation of each creature added by the mod, which should provide insight on mobs or their drops. If you lose this book, you can craft it using a vanilla book, green dye, and any item from this mod. Mod 2. Biomes of Plenty. This is a Forge mod that adds many new biomes to both the overworld and nether. It also adds many new plants, flowers, trees, and building blocks. Please note if you're using this mod pre 1.18, you'll need to make the world generation type set to Biome of Plenty. Mod 3. Waystones. This is a Forge mod. This mod adds waystones to all villages in your games. The waystones enable fast travel between priorly discovered waystones, via interacting with an existing waystone or other methods. There are 3 different types of waystones you can craft, each with slightly different crafting recipes. There are also other methods of teleporting between areas, but I'll leave you to discover those ones. The crafting recipes for all 3 will be on screen. The common items for all 3 crafting recipes is 3 obsidian and 1 warp stone. There are 3 other items you'll need. This changes based off the 3 types of waystones that you'll want to craft, between the desert, mossy, and stone. You can also use this warp stone as a portable waystone, however it does have a 300-second cooldown in between uses. The crafting recipe for this will also be on the screen. This mod also adds consumable items such as warp scroll, the bound scroll, and the return scroll. These are each crafted with similar recipes, which will be shown on screen. Firstly, the warp scroll. This scroll acts the same as the warp stone, however is consumed and can only be used once like all the other scrolls. Secondly, the bound scroll. This scroll needs to be bound to a waystone before it can be used. To bind it, you just right click on the waystone. To use it, you have to right click and hold. Thirdly and finally, the return scroll. This scroll teleports you to the last used waystone that you teleported to. Mod 4. Ars Nouveau. This is a magic mod that allows you to craft your own spells, create magical artifacts, perform rituals, and more. You can also automate your base with magical servants. I won't go over everything in this mod because it is quite large, and everything that you'll need to know is in the book you were provided at the start. And plus, it's more fun finding it out as you go. First off, if you lose the warn book that you're giving at the start, it has a cheap recipe so you can easily craft it. The crafting recipe is 1 vanilla book and 1 lapis lazuli. You will want this book because there might be some items that do not show up in the JEI menu if you have that mod installed. To craft your first spell book to be able to use magic, you'll need a vanilla book, and then an iron shovel, pickaxe, axe, and sword. You can customize the color of your book with dye after crafting it. To create a spell, you'll first need to add a form to the spell, and then an effect, or other items. You'll only have 3 forms at the start, and 2 effects. However, you will be able to craft and gain more later on. You'll also be able to find certain spell tomes around in chests, like this one I found in this ruined nether portal. This one combines a few spells, and is a good example of a spell that you'll be able to create in the future. Rituals. To use this feature, you'll need a minimum of 2 things. Now, do not let the low need for items fool you. This is just to use the ritual feature. You'll need to craft a few things to craft the 2 items you will need. The first of the 2 that you will need is a ritual brazier. His crafting recipes and paths will be shown on the screen. The next thing you'll need is a tablet. There are a few different types of tablets. The 2 that I'll be going over are the changing time tablet, such as the tablet of sunrise, and the tablet of moonfall. The other tablet I'll be showing is a tablet that changes the weather. There are other types of tablets, but I'll leave you to figure them out. Alongside this, there are some rituals that either require additional items to be tossed into the brazier, or additional items can be used to change the effects. For example, you can toss gunpowder into the brazier with the tablet of cloud shaping to change it from making the weather clear to making it rain. As for automation with magical servants, I'll leave you to figure that out, since I don't want to take too much of the surprise or the challenge. Mod 5. Mowzies Mobs. This mod adds a variety of high-quality creatures to your game. This mod prides itself in its unique AI, rich atmosphere, and fluid animations. You've probably seen the Ferris Warnot from others, and this is the mod that adds it. This is also the mod that adds the Sun Chief. I will be showcasing the Sun Chief, since this is probably my favourite out of all the bosses. The first of these attacks is a sunbeam that shoots down from the sky, dealing damage and setting you on fire. This attack is however quite easy to dodge, because it tells you where it will land, but it also predicts where you will move. The second attack is by far the most annoying one out there. It's not even much of an attack, but it still does do damage. But not only that, it sends you miles away whenever you get near the boss. The third one isn't really an attack, but the boss summons minions that will run and attack you. These mobs also drop some items. I'll leave you to discover what they drop. These mobs will just run up and attack you. They are hostile, but they have crazy good animations. They also have a cool death animation. The fourth isn't actually an attack as well, but more of an annoying little healing phase. After dealing a certain amount of damage to the Sun Chief, he'll spawn 3 minions that will cast a shield to make the boss invulnerable, and will start to heal him. To harm the boss again, you will need to kill these 3 minions. They are highlighted by the spectre effect, so you'll be easily able to find them. The fifth attack is a massive beam of sunlight that shoots towards you, dealing damage and knocking you back, like a Kamehameha. The sixth attack is massive. He'll suck you up into a square of fire, which I assume is the sun, and then make it explode, dealing damage and setting you on fire. However, this thing does not do knockback, however it might send you off the edge of a mountain. After killing the Sun Chief, all the minions will also die. After death, he drops a mask that has some unique effects that I'll leave you to discover. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of my content, check out my channel or watch this video right here.